And Ruby Sunrise deeper. Serious Deal still holds a 3-length margin with 100 to go. Ruby Sunrise doing her best late is starting to eat into the margin, but it'll be too late. And Serious Deal with those blinkers on gets the money by 2 lengths to Ruby Sunrise. Margin back to Brungle D, but Game's going better than Edinburgh. She extends that lead margin, 100 to go. She raced clear. Edinburgh safely holds second. Arden King in third, but Game far too good in the end. Game 3.5 length.
Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morgandy at the Ballarat Turf Club. Pete, it's been a busy week. A lot's happened.
Been a lot happening. Bit of success here on the racetrack.
A double.
Double. Like me and you both got the one winner.
No, well, you never.
Sorry, a double for the week here at Ballarat. I thought you were referring to today, but yeah.
I'll speak slower.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's Friday. We had a couple of winners at Ballarat to round out the synthetic season for the track here.
Good.
Yeah, so we'll obviously talk about both those horses in a minute.
All right, well, let's go back through last week's runners, Pete.
We'll start with Caulfield last week. You ventured down. We had 2 runners. Both finished back, but one was a good run and one was disappointing.
Yeah.
Crack the code first.
Crack the code ran in the Cochrane.
Yep.
And finished last. Not the same horse as she was last prep. Her first start run was good, but the last 2 runs have been very ordinary, and as a result of that, she's now been retired to stud, Pete. She's sound, but she seems to have lost her will to win.
It's funny, it can happen quickly, can't it? Because she was terrific, at Flemington down the straight.
Yeah, so she gets retired, lightly raced, Group 3 winner, multiple city winner. Won probably close to 300,000.
I did her stats the other day because she was in the running for the Horse of the Year, and it was 7 starts, 4 wins, and I think it was 267,000 around about. I mean, her value now is above that, probably.
Oh, well above it. Yeah. So she's been retired. She'll come back to the farm on the weekend, and we shall then sort out what stallion she will visit this season, Pete.
Beautiful. David Baker's back again, saying hi. We can read these here without the sunshine out. Mr. Moneybags, he finished 11th, but I think he reeled out the best last 200 for the whole day. So he's back on track.
I think if you say that Mr. Moneybags ran 11th, you'd say that's disappointing on face value, but he did run the fastest last 200, and he had a horrible barrier. He was wide, it was Caulfield. His best form's at Flemington, but I thought his run was full of merit. And I would say, just looking at him in the yard, I reckon that's almost the best I've seen him look. He's a big, strong horse. His coat was shining, and he pulled out a run that reflected that. Yeah. And if he gets to the next start in that Sofitel, if he can actually get a run, he'll run really well.
The fact that sometimes those last 200s can be misleading. They get a soft run and get out. He actually did it really hard.
Oh, he put his foot in a divot or something on the corner, he said. And you can actually see him falter and change stride. Yeah. And I thought, all things considered, it was outstanding.
2 horses broke 11 for the day, and he was one of them. So 11 for the last 200. So we look forward to the Moneybags going forward. On Monday, I had a little flick up the road, up the Hume Highway to Penella. It's a long way up there.
Benalla.
Yeah.
Is that in New South Wales? May as well be.
Feels like it's in Queensland. Felt like it was in Queensland on the way home when we had the results we did. In fairness, La Pietra.
Someone left the door open.
Yeah, the racing.com camera boys.
It's freezing. I'm going to shut it.
You go shut it, I'll keep talking. La Pietra, a little Piero filly, Darren. First start, kicked off over 1100. Found it, far too short for her. She'll get out of the trip in time. She got interfered with just after the start, but she ran it strongly late. Look, barring that interference early, she might have filled a place, but she ran 5th, just missed 4th, and very encouraging.
I thought it was a great debut from her.
Yep.
To get home 5th, and just looks like a staying horse in the making. And I'm sure next start, over further, she'll be very competitive.
Well, Winks said that she can't hardly blow and get out of 1400 straight away. So
no, she's a nice staying filly in the making.
Bit of Piero flavour in this week's roundup, Darren.
A lot of Pieros about.
A lot of Pieros starting to hit some form. And Fiona Wilson says hello. Working Fiona, are we not? French Fizz, disappointing. Fiona's in French Fizz, so...
What happened, Pete?
Look, she...
Looked the winner on the corner,
Yeah, and
under pressure,
gave nothing.
shot duck. Now that's out of character for her.
Oh, absolutely.
She's never run that bad, and that's not her, so what can you tell me?
Well, she vetted up her, what do you call it, recovery was slow. Her
Elevated heart rate for a long
Heart
time.
rate was up for quite a while. There was some...
So were the owners, by the way.
We all hung around. Some of the, the vet on course thought there may have been a little bit of a virus, like there were signs that maybe a virus just with her gums. Anyway, since then there's been 2 sets of bloods pulled back at the stable.
Yep.
All clear. So could be one of a couple of things. I know with the scope, it may have been too late for any little bleed, maybe inside. There was no visible signs. Just talking to Simon there yesterday, she's run on soft or heavy tracks. That track got back to a 2 by her race.
Yep.
So whether she just was a bit jarry off that, she was a little jarry next morning, but nothing major. And the other thing is whether she got her tongue back. So they're going to probably put a tongue tie.
Did she have a
on
good blow afterwards?
She wasn't too bad.
Right.
No.
Normally if they get their tongue over or suck it back running there, they'll have a good blow.
To be fair, by the time we got back to her, it might have been 2 or 3 minutes after. But Joy,
It's a mystery, Pete.
it is total
But
mystery.
something's not right.
No. So they're going to ease right back on it,
Right.
fill her up again, which means obviously make sure she's eating, and then slowly work towards another race. So that's about all we can add to it, Darren. There's one to go in there.
Yeah, I know.
There's one to go in there.
Because I reckon, who's that watching? Guthrie? He'll be watching.
Yeah.
He'll be waiting.
We got just a question. Hi from Jaden Dean. How is Yogi going? I love that boy. We'll help race in 3 weeks, Jane, in the Colin Stevens Group 3 at, I think it's Randwick, 2400. So that answers
That's
that
in
question.
Randwick. Yeah, we're not racing in Queensland anymore, by the way. We don't have horses up there, do we?
The bloke batters, he just jumped in.
Got a show horse up there.
Show trainer too.
Good free trainer.
Don't forget, boys, a Crackerjack King in race 2 at Sunshine Coast at 4:40. There you go, abdicating. There's one to look for.
Advocating.
Yep. We better move on to the first of our winners for the week. Serious deal. Daniel Guthrie just jumped off the couch.
I got today's race book, Pete.
Have a look at the race book.
On the cover, I don't know if you can
Yeah, they can see it.
Here he is, winning.
Starring. Just pop her onto that one too. Starring is Serious Deal.
Serious deal. So this will go to the Guthries. I'll send this in the mail and you can have a look at this. Famous.
A lot of people love to get on page 3 of certain magazines. At least found the front page of a
I wouldn't
racing
know anything
cover.
about that, Pete. I wouldn't know anything about page 3.
So tell Mum that's coming, Daniel.
All right, what do we got? So serious deal. Had 14 runs in this prep.
That was his 9th. That was his 11th career start. Perfect ride. Beautiful ride. He obviously blinkers
Who rode
on. Dean Holland. Jumped. He flew the gates. Whereas
One of my favourites.
he flew the gates at Pakenham. He actually stood in the gates. I mean, that was the number 1 box ticked off. From there, Dean was able to just sum up the race. He probably over-raced a little.
Blinkers on.
Favourite come around and just actually took that
Where were you?
out of him. I was watching from the comfort at home. No, I wasn't. No, I was driving home from Mornington. That's right. I wasn't at Guthrie Road.
You went and done a few interviews.
I went to Mornington.
But congratulations everyone on the Serious Deal. He's a homebred, he's by done deal. McAmoney'd been saying to me for weeks and weeks, I can't believe his horse hasn't won a race. I don't know what's going on. He should have won a race. I think in hindsight he figures that he's probably stepped him out too quick to the staying trips, and maybe the horse wasn't ready for that, and then he had to try and freshen him and get him to attack the line. Anyway, he's going to the paddock now for a good spell.
Pick him up shortly.
And I think he's learned a lot, and I think the trainer's learned a lot.
Yeah.
And I think next time in, you'll probably train him as a miler with a faster sort of...
Mile to 2,000 seems to be his go.
And just let him...
So probably the kind of horse you can actually get
With
ready.
blinkers,
Yeah.
over a mile, he's not going to be over racing.
No.
And then if he's any good, he's going to be attacking the line.
And you're riding positive at that sort of trip. So, but anyway, it was a good win. Well, it was a comprehensive win. I think he was 4 in front of the 200. He eased up late and got the job done. Super Vobus, Darren, which goes to show that
20 grand.
20 grand. So if you can get a Victorian horse or one of our homebred,
How's Liz's form?
yes.
Been to one meeting this season, got the winner.
Oh, don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing for Liz. She might be doing some road trips. So anyway, it was good.
I think when we got to call in the big guns,
Yeah.
call Lizzie.
Yeah. What we got here? We got a couple of Daniel Guthrie still screaming. Star Parlour, Lukey. Yeah, it is full cool up here. It's about 10 degrees, but it's nice in here.
It's out of the wind, mate.
Yep. So that was the first of our 2 winners.
So that was Tuesday, was it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here
we are Friday.
We had an Archie Alexander Piero filly Gamay having her second start this prep, and oh look, she's just toyed with them really.
Interesting horse, isn't she? She's by Piero out of a Canny Lad mare, having a second start. She races in the blue colours of Coolmore.
Yep.
Archie bought her at the sales, and we jumped into her with Coolmore and a few others. So 2 starts, a first and a second, looked really good today in the coat, didn't she?
Yeah, absolutely.
And just looks like a lovely staying type horse. So she'll be aimed at the Oaks trial.
Yeah.
And who knows?
I was just speaking to Archie before I come in. There's an 1800 at Flemington. He said it might be just.
That's the Oaks trial.
It is the Oaks trial, which is I think 3 weeks. She just got stale written over. She's got a beautiful economical.
The second
action.
horse was pretty good.
Yeah, and it was second best ride with Oliver.
Beat it by 4 or 5, and there was about 4 or 5 to
It was
the race.
actually hard watching it, looking at this fluoro thing loom up.
Well,
Colours.
David Hayes and Ollie can put the fluoro yellow on. It's not going to help them.
No.
It's not going to get them to
They
win.
need more than that. They need ATB on the front of it. Just look at here, Daniel Guthrie loses my new lucky charm, and also Shane Geelong will lose tonight. So it just made a friend and lost a friend.
They pie supporters.
Absolute pie supporters there.
Yeah, well, we'll send them down a dozen cold pies tomorrow, Pete.
Thank God they've got a full set of teeth, the Guthries, because they've only got one eye.
Was that car they drive registered, do you reckon? Or stolen?
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway. They were looking for the double, serious deal into Collingwood.
No way.
That couldn't happen in a week, could it?
I don't care what happens this week in the footy, as long as Collingwood don't win.
Cop that, Dad.
Righto, so that was the week.
Yep, so now we've
Couple
got...
of winners.
Yeah, so 2 from 4. We've got our strike rate back up over 10%.
We needed that.
Yeah.
We needed that.
So we've got 3 winners for the year now, season now. 4 runners over the weekend. Connery will go to Morpheville. He's be nearly there now. I think he left at 10 o'clock this morning.
Right. Who rides him, Pete?
Jack Martin claims 2.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good little apprentice.
Did you look at
that
the
does, $3.
$3.
$3.
Is he favourite?
No, $2.60. I think it won at Sandown of, I think it's Kevin Corsten's. No, it's not Kevin Corsten. Someone's anyway. Look, to be fair, the 6 horses in the race have all got winning hopes.
All right, so he's a top 6 chance.
We've drawn gate 1 and we claim 2.
Surely he wins.
You said it. I agree.
Surely he wins.
I agree. $3. You probably.
Hard to win in Adelaide.
I reckon if you're going to back him, because he's still not scratched from Moonee Valley,
He's got a better chance than Collingwood.
go to Ladbrokes or whatever and boost now and get on, because I reckon once he's scratched at the Valley, he'll
He's
shorten.
short enough.
Yep.
Yeah. He's got a better chance than Collingwood.
Go Cats, Maureen Plews, go Connery.
Love,
That's
love
probably
your
a better
word.
double.
Yeah, love that double. Let's get on.
So, yeah, look, he just gets every chance from gate 1. And
Who does the report?
Pete Gullivan's going over.
Is he?
Yeah, he rang this morning to see if I wanted to go for a ride, but
He's driving.
yeah, he's going to drive over. He had something else.
Does he know it's going to be blowing a gale? And
He rang up wanting to know the dress code.
Oh.
So I said, dress
overalls.
I said, dress like you go to a funeral, Pete.
and an overcoat. All right, and then Sunday.
Actually, Wayne Butcher's going too, or Craig Butcher, one of the 2. So,
Okay.
yep, so there's a couple going over. Sunday, I'll venture down the Glenelg Highway. We've finally got Periscope to a race. I only had 1 can, Darren.
If you had a can.
I had a can of
I'm driving
Great
the truck.
Southern.
Double
yeah.
O for me. Would that be Great Southern or Great Northern?
Great Northern. What about Great Southern?
You're a Great
I
Southern
had 6
idiot.
cans. 6 cans of Great
I
Northern.
reckon you had a few this morning.
No, I didn't.
Righto, Periscope Casterton,
1800,
your favourite rider.
Dean Holland. We've drawn gate 1 again. I think we've drawn gate 1 4 times. this
Well,
weekend.
he was pretty bullish about him if he had got a run the other day, and it didn't happen.
And this is weaker.
Is it? I don't like this track.
This
It's
is-
tight.
We're probably going to have to ride a little bit against what will naturally suit the horse
You
later
going?
on. I am going.
All right. Now, I've got a little message from one of the owners, John Clements.
Is he going?
He's going, and he said to tell you that in his life he's had 4 runners at Casterton for 4 winners.
Oh, fair dinkum. Well, you better be
So
going,
he said if
John.
he's going 5 for 5, you mightn't get barred until Monday.
I had a look. There's
He's
the,
very thirsty, John.
the Albion Hotel. There's got rooms.
Yeah, no, you and him, you'll be there. He wants to get you on the... He reckons you'd be a big drinker, he wants to get you on it.
see one can of Great Northern, I call it Great Southern, John. So
He's gonna get you into form.
anyway, back to the race.
Can he win?
I know Paul knows he you know, we haven't run for a month or 5
Need the
weeks,
runs?
but don't be surprising if this horse is not right there in the finish.
Got a little glint in your eye there, Pete.
If Dean can use gate 1 and be somewhere near him on the turn,
It's got to be in the first 4 on the corner, he won't.
and he don't want to go wide.
Is it? I don't know what the track will be like. Depends whether you get the rain, I
It's
suppose.
5 at the moment, and it depends what weather comes through. So,
Righto.
so I'm looking forward to getting him back. Also Sunday, the other end of the state, you might need Craig Williams' helicopter. Rhoda, who we're just battling with, what's his name, Adam Cretton in here, calling race 3, but
Hopefully it's not a staying race.
people will be able to hear us. Rhoda was meant to run around at Sandown but never got a run on Wednesday. This is the alternate race. He gives him a good each-way chance from his summary this morning.
Shay Eden.
Gate 1 again, Ben Allen. Little Benny Allen, who tipped at first, starts back on.
Oh, he didn't ride it when it won, did he?
No.
He's a promising horse. Sale's a beautiful track. He seems to be a bit of a get-back run on horse. So I suppose that's the right track for him.
I know at Swan Hill they wanted to ride him closer, but it never happened. So from gate 1, anyway, it's only 1200, which you'd just wonder whether he might be looking to stretch out a bit further, but he certainly is a promising horse.
The missus is watching now, no more cans.
Now, last time she was on, I got a tripod out of it, so Beck wasn't aware that she was buying me a tripod for Father's Day. The end of the race is getting closer, guys. Actually, while we're listening to that, in the background's probably a horse that really kick-started ATB, Darren, or one of.
2005, that's Skew If there. Just pop out a shot a bit. Skew If winning the Jayco and the Sweps. Dual Group 3 winner, 450 grand in prize, or 500,000 in prize money.
12 wins.
Queen of the Spring in 2004.
Sold it for 450,000. You got any of that left?
Didn't see a cent of it.
I'm just looking at the cut.
Is that me?
That's you there, Liz. Oh hell, I wish I could get the cameras up on that.
I'm glad you can't see that shot. Who was that bloke there with black hair? Is that me? Oh no, I'm starting to go grey there.
Yeah.
Now I've gone white.
Fiona Wilson reckons I should start drinking Great Western.
Great Western. She'll be in that.
Well, if I go to Adelaide, I go through Great Western to get there.
You wouldn't get there.
Won't be happening, Fiona.
You wouldn't get there.
I'll leave all the bubblies to you girls.
Colin Sandy, they'd be on it by now.
Yeah, they're away, aren't they?
They'd be on it,
Tripping
mate.
away,
They'd be on
yeah.
it.
Yep. Of course, they're mad Geelong supporters, so they'll be up and about tonight.
Right.
The other runner at
So
Sale,
can Rhoda win?
you know how hard it is to win a maiden in your 64 or your next race. What is
You gotta
it,
be-
6%, 6 in 100?
Yeah. You got to be a real good horse.
Let's hope he can win, because then we'll have a handy horse. Tolpole also races at Sale in a 1400 mare, fillies and mares.
She's drawn 15.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to run it.
Well, I think we just got to run to get the
I'm
run
not
into
sure.
it.
Not sure.
At Sale,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
big track, just let her have another run and then we can, you don't want to be drawing 15 when you're ready to win, but I don't think it matters too much if you're not ready to win.
I'll pass that on.
How is Griffo going? He's about 3 weeks into recovery now and all's good?
Who?
That bloke, the little bloke that trains.
Ah, Robbie.
Imagine Robbie standing here while we're doing this.
Hopefully he's not watching.
Let him be Robbie there.
That's Jendal. No, Robbie's recovery is going well.
Yep.
I think they're happy with him. Talking to his wife, Sharoni, at the races last Saturday, and she said he's at home on the couch being a pest and demanding worksheets and demanding this and demanding that, and he's just totally been ignored. So
Brother Rodney's made the same comment on Facebook. My baby sat the brother the other day and he was painful.
anyway, wish him all the best,
Yeah.
speedy recovery, and he's a good fella, and hopefully he'll get back sort of, I think at the end of October, Pete.
Yeah, we're sort of halfway through his planned recovery, so he'll be up and about for the carnival.
A couple of trainers on the sidelines.
Yeah. Hey?
We've got a couple of trainers on the sidelines.
Oh,
Darren Ware,
for different reasons, and
Robbie Griffiths.
Robbie Griffiths, and
David Hayes.
we've got a few other trainers. Mosey,
Yeah, he's on the sidelines.
they've got a horse.
That's right. You sacked him.
We've got another new trainer in the ranks,
Have we?
Lindsay Smith,
Oh, yeah.
who's flying.
And Aidan O'Brien.
And Well, I was going to bring that up because I didn't know whether that was ready for the news, Darren.
I think it's...
Because, I mean, you know, there's about 10,000 people watch this.
Really?
Yeah, minus about 9,900. But so,
Yep, Aidan O'Brien. We'll have a runner with Aidan O'Brien in, oh God, what's it called? Takara in the St Ledger.
That's Sunday week?
Sunday week.
Sunday week.
Horse called Southern France.
Then what happens to it, Darren?
Then it'll go into quarantine and it'll fly to Australia under the care of Karen Marr and David Eustace.
So our Melbourne Cup runner.
We've got a little share.
So we might have 2 runners in the Cup.
Yogi and Southern France. Stay tuned for that horse.
So we'll have, what does that work out to be? 8% of the field.
I don't know, that's just not my strong point.
I thought you promised to have an attractive lady appear with you 2 characters, Jeff Baker.
If we, Jeff, if we do that, no one will be listening to us.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it. What do you think? Tolpard needs to run?
Yeah.
How far? 1,400.
Yeah. 3rd up, 4th up a mile.
Righto. And then maybe nothing till Wednesday at Bendigo.
Fact or fable, they'll look at the race. Opinions are they want to go to Sale on the 19th. But she's eaten up well. Obviously, we're a bit disappointed at, where were we? Caulfield?
No, we're up the country, Bendigo.
Bendigo, that's right.
It was a sit and sprint,
Yeah, and disappointed by where she finished, but she wasn't that far away. So, yeah, it's a 64 at Bendigo. She has won there, but they'll contemplate that.
You're not really excited about her, are you?
No, I like her.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're just not sounding upbeat.
No, well, she's
There's
not
comments
really...
coming up on the screen, Pete. Liven it up. Lift.
Oh, another Great Northern. It's just that she's not really... I don't think she's going to run. I'll wait till next week. Then
Who's your hot male?
Oh, look, I think we touched on Connery. He's the best of ours.
I thought Gemay could win.
Gemay's won. Yeah.
How'd you go last week? Anyone tip Serious Deal?
I don't know, did you?
No. I don't think we knew it was running.
No, we didn't know to pop it up later because we were talking to Bendigo and we intimated that it was going to run, but the fields weren't out.
McAmoney was so excited that it won. He told us to send her a spell, and he's gone to China for the weekend with Yulong.
Yeah, I went to ring him this morning organised, and I got this message in Chinese. And I thought, what number have I rang here? And then he called back and said, sorry, I'm overseas.
A lot of trainers are over there for the weekend with the Yulong function.
Happy birthday to Jeff Baker, 89 today.
Really? Is he Barry for Collingwood?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Are you Collingwood supporters, Bakes?
I reckon it'd be Carlton, wouldn't he?
Oh, I'm not sure.
All right, so...
Best bet this week, Collingwood wins. Now, you've had too much to say, Daniel.
Collingwood, please.
There's another birthday too. Who had a birthday? Someone else had a birthday. Lex, birthday?
94.
94 and 89. There's 2 good inningses. Hey?
They need to buy some more yearlings and be optimistic.
Get Pete to back them and they will lose. Obviously, I tipped French Fizz last week.
Oh, yes, you did.
But it was not my fault she pulled up crap.
Who do you think?
No, I think...
I'll tell you what I reckon.
Connery's the best
Connery
bet.
can win.
Yep.
Periscope's going good. Rotorua can win. Those 3 can win.
Yeah.
Whether they do or not, I don't know.
3 can win and Connery's the best.
Probably
of the 3.
one of them, yeah. Periscope may need the run. Rotorua, it's very hard to win your maiden when you're 64.
Melbourne supporters, the blankets and the cheese and the platter. David.
Melbourne?
Yeah. They must be... You're at the snow, Dave.
Is that the VFL, Melbourne?
They're up at the snow.
How'd they go this year?
Yeah, well, they're up at the snow, Darren. That's how well they went.
Didn't they make the finals last year?
Yeah, they got put out a little because they had to play a game in September. But this year they're back to normal. So...
Ooh. Says the Carlton.
Says the Carlton man. It hasn't been in September for 20 years, but anyway.
Any Essendon supporters out there, they'd be a bit quiet after last night.
You won't see none of them live today. They'll be banished. They might have a new coach and everything else. They're amazing how they're talking.
Well, they're going to sack the coach
Well,
after
I don't know what he's done wrong, but all the talk
got him in the finals.
Yeah, that hasn't happened for a while. So anyway, hysteria from the media.
Kevin Sheedy was at a sportsman's night the other night, and he said, "I've been gone 12 years. They sacked me because I wasn't good enough, and since I left, they haven't won a final."
They haven't won a final. Amazing.
Anyway, the game is not there to make sense.
Last night, I think it was West Coast's first time they've ever beaten Essendon in a final, so it's funny, isn't it?
What else you got, Pete?
I went to Mornington.
You've been down to Mornington.
Caught up with 2 lovely fellas, Jason Warren, which will put his, now for the Facebook Live people, you're going to have to watch the recorded version later when I send it out, down at Denniston Park, a magnificent private training centre. Very surprised. Oh, well, I wasn't surprised I'd been there before.
Blown away you were.
It was a great setup for one.
Lovely
2
place
tons.
to train a horse.
Absolutely. So I'll put that on the recorded vision later. We had the little grey colt, the Zebedee colt.
And what's his stable name?
Chautauqua.
So he won't come out the gates.
I said to him, I said, oh, you've labelled this thing Chautauqua. He said, but you need to get that right. We've named him. We haven't labelled him. So
They love him, don't they?
Yeah, no, he's training him now.
That's a women's racing horse.
Yeah, that he gets to the races as a 2-year-old. Whether he does or not, but all the preparation is that he will run anywhere in, October or November if he's right to go. And geez, he's a lovely horse.
I think there's a race at Flemington at Sue.
Yeah, there's the Maribyrnong Plate or any of those.
New name,
New name, yeah. There used to be the Maribyrnong Plate.
That's
There's one at Cox Plate days as a 2-year-old. But he's doing everything right. He eats the house down.
Well, he went there. He was purposely sent to Jason Warren, who we didn't have a horse with, because he does have a very good record with 2-year-olds.
Yep.
And for those who don't know, Jason Warren was one of the head foremen for Lee Freeman in his big years there when he had Mackay Diva,
Yes,
and he was
he was,
winning Blue Diamonds and left, right and centre and slippers. So Jason's got a fair idea how to train a 2-year-old. And he had a good one running the Diamond last year for Rosemont.
Yeah.
Star Spangled Banner horse.
Brooklyn Hustle.
I knew you'd come up with it.
Yep.
Because I had no hope.
Because he spoke about it.
So he can train that young fella, and it's good to spread him around.
Jeff, off the drink, Jeff. The D's will go better in 2019. That's just happened.
I think he meant 20.
Yeah. Shirley Baker is an Essendon supporter, not a happy camper today.
Yeah, well, they'll be all down the rubbish bin.
What's your favourite racetrack from Simon Hogan in town? City?
Sandown. Oh, Flemington, I suppose.
Yeah. Flemington for quite a few
I think
wins.
if you win a race at Flemington, it's special.
Yeah.
Because it's the
it's a mecca,
premier
isn't it?
track, isn't it? Like it's world stage.
I think for atmosphere, the Valley, can't beat it.
Friday night at the Valley, 30 degrees, couple of coldies.
Caulfield generates a good atmosphere when you
Nice
win.
and close.
Sandown's probably I think for horses, it's the most favourable track.
I think every horse gets its chance. Races fairly, Sandown.
Yep.
Look, all 4 tracks have got their own little characteristics, but I suppose I know a lot of owners they say to me when they win a race at Flemington, they'll never forget this experience.
Once you walk into that owner's room and you know you're a winner, it's a pretty good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
It might happen.
We need to do it more often.
Probably, I'd like to win it on Tuesday.
What?
I'm a race on the Tuesday.
I'm thinking, hang on.
The Bowmans are in. Danita Bowman.
There's only...
No bookwork to be done, Danita.
Accounts are out.
What's that?
Their accounts are out.
Yeah, the accounts are out. David Baker, how are the files going? A couple more during the week, Darren?
There's foals coming everywhere, Pete.
Yeah.
I think we're up to 7.
Yep.
Actually, we had one foal yesterday afternoon about 3 o'clock. Wanadiva had a filly by a new horse, Son of Cintel. What's it called? Jukebox.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So I reckon if we race that, it'll get a good name. Jukebox.
Be out and about with the names, yeah.
So, lovely horse. Yeah, look, 7 foals down.
Filling water buckets, Danita.
19 to go.
And he just scratched the surface.
Tom looks like he's ready for a rest of
Daniel's obviously asleep on the couch then, Danita, if you're filling water buckets. Yeah. Karen Dunstan, headquarters for sure, the best track. So, well, that's good. So we're 7 from 19. Yeah, about a third of the way.
Third of the way with the foals. Start cover. 2 have been covered already. So Piero's had a cover with one of our mares, as has Merchant Navy up north.
Some good new names there, Darren. Sires, am I?
Proper horses.
Proper horses. I also visited Tony Noonan.
Oh, yes.
And we'll put his... I've actually sent it out to some of the owners, but we'll put his out next week.
So he's got the other done deal colt.
Yep, the full series.
How'd you find Tony?
Absolute gentleman.
You're saying like you're surprised. Is it surprised Tony's a gentleman?
No.
Or does it just stand out amongst the other trainers?
I spoke to Tony on the phone.
They're not gentlemen?
No, they're all gentlemen.
Come on, Dave.
Tony's old school. And chatting to him on the phone before meeting him, he mentioned some names, Quinny Scott and the trainer of Rain Lover.
Murphy.
No, going back, can't think of his name now. And I thought, when he mentioned Quinny Scott, and I know Quinny Scott's demeanour, and he's just a salt of the earth type bloke, but when I got there, it was almost like you knew that they'd connected for years, for 30 odd years, because he had that same demeanour, just laid back. And when you walked around the stables, like if you go to Mars, or where Weary was, and you look in there and it's all, modern.
State of the art.
Yep. this is built basically on the ground that wherever it was. There was no level out. It was all the old stable. You can see why the horses love it. And
Any photos?
compared to...
Any photos?
I got
Any
some.
vision?
Yeah, there's some there. Compared to,
Are you gonna
say,
share 'em with
Warren's.
anyone?
Yeah, no, I'll put them up. People will see them. But to me, when I first went to a stable, say, 40 years ago, that's my memories. That was the type of stable environment.
What were you doing in
relaxed.
stables 40 years ago? I know.
Probably carried a form guide. How old would I have been? 14? No, maybe not.
Chasing the stables, strapless.
Oh, jeez. No, I wasn't, Beck.
Not much has changed.
Okay, there we go. Don't start.
She'll be laughing.
Yeah, she probably just fell off her seat then.
No dinner for you. Are we done?
I think so, Darren. I've got
So the
nothing
big news
else.
of the week. Crack the Code
two-
retired.
Yeah. 2 winners.
2 winners at Ballarat.
Yeah.
And a Melbourne Cup starter.
Yeah.
Southern France for those who just joined.
And it's back to the little grey colt of Warren's. There is still 3 shares left. And
Oh, the old salesman here,
if
eh?
you want a horse that could run in 6 weeks' time, 8 weeks' time, without having to wait 18 months,
And if he doesn't, you're going to refund him?
no, I'll just tell them you'll run after Christmas.
No, well, it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's
so all
good.
those little 2-year-olds have nearly been through the system now, haven't they?
Yeah, we've had them all.
They've all been to their trainers, haven't
and
they?
their trainers, bar a couple that are still there now.
Yep.
And, so they're all basically the second part of the education's been completed.
Now, the other thing is, if I don't mention this, when I get home, I'll get shot. Liz asked me to just mention that for those who order the merchandise, which I'm now wearing a new
How bright.
wind sheeter,
Yeah, great.
which I needed. I'm not allowed to wear this on the farm.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have thought so. As opposed to the old
Yeah,
logo.
well, yours are out there.
Yeah.
They've all been posted today. Liz took them up the post office. So everyone that ordered merchandise, it's all been posted out today.
Yep.
So you will get that probably next week sometime. Australia Post could take 3 months.
Christmas present.
If you want to order some more, you simply go to the website, have a look, and then you email Liz, don't you?
There's a merchandise tab on our website at Racehorses. Google that. Is that it? At
Just Google
ATB Blood. Yeah.
Just Ace.
But either that or just call Liz.
Yeah, don't ring us.
Don't ring us. So no, we've got a good range of what do you call it? Merchandise. So there's caps.
What did she say? Did I get one?
I suppose the Bowman's now though. I think
She talking about merchandise?
it's Friday night today. I don't know what night it suits you guys, but
I assume she wants a cap.
I think she might want a cap. Or yeah.
Well,
what do you want? You let us know what you want.
They have to train a winner first, don't they?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Got to train a winner.
Mitch Freeman's jumped on. He'll probably want a cap.
Got to train a winner.
But yeah, well no, Mitch has.
Yeah. Where's Ransom Money?
No, Ransom Money's up and about. He trialled well at Burren Beat the other day.
He
and,
trialled well?
Yeah, he just needs to find a race.
So are we going to race him?
Probably next week.
Right.
Yeah.
He hasn't raced for a while.
No, he's had 5 weeks off, I think, as of now. Jumper. There you go.
She wants a jumper.
Polo.
Now, did you get a double?
Double.
Craig Williams, remember he wanted a hat, and we said, until you ride a winner, you're not getting one?
I was really going to
He
say...
was filthy, wasn't he?
Yeah. I was really going to say something there, but I won't.
All right, don't.
About the double.
Don't.
I'm going to mention one horse that had to be part of the double. Make it hard work.
Right.
No, I won't say it. Big Bunson's watching. Must be looking for a tip, Bunsen. Connery. There you go.
All right.
Well, that's it. We've expended our time.
We've well and truly gone over the 30 minutes.
Oh, well.
But it's mainly for Facebook Live, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of interaction. It's quite good to get the feedback. So thanks for watching. Till next week, I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morganti.
Right, over here with Jason Warren, part of the ATB trainers team now. Jace, welcome aboard firstly, and what we'll do is we'll just a bit of a snapshot of your career. So how'd you get into the racing game? First question.
Yeah, Pete, look, I was riding track work back when I was at school. I went from there into breaking in and educating the young horses for my first real job in Sydney. So up there breaking in for Jack Denham and Clary Connors and the likes of leading trainers in Sydney, and sort of fueled my sort of passion for the racing game from there, and then sort of kept going down that path, so to speak.
Right. We're here now at Denniston Park. I'll just switch around. It's a magnificent private property that you've acquired in time. Just going back, you've been a breaker, you worked at Eliza Park, you've worked with Lee Freedman. That's obviously been a terrific grounding for where you are now.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I did start training probably about 15 years ago. I spent, probably about 6 years training in my own right then, and he had, numerous provincial winners and a city winner. I felt that at that time I needed to learn a bit more about the craft, and then I sort of went and worked for Lee Freedman as one of his foremen for a couple of years, and basically fine-tuned what I do. So when I left Freedman's, we bought a property at Balnarring, and pretty much started the business from there.
Great setup here at Denniston Park. You've been here about 7 or 8 years. Point of difference is I can name a heap, but obviously you're not far from the beach. You've got a sand track, a grass track. Just take us through the setup you've got here.
Yeah, look, we've got a beautiful 70-acre property that we can work, later in the day, so we're not rushed off the training tracks. It works really well for educating the young horses, but it also works really well for keeping the older horses happy and eating well, and just in a nice environment. So we've got a lot of variety, like as you mentioned, Balnarring Beach is quite close by, and Cranbourne and Mornington tracks are very close by as well. So we've got a lot of options as far as training tools go, and like we have our own pool here, our own high-speed treadmill and the like. So we've got a lot of variety in our training.
40 odd here you can work, and you were just mentioning you've got a little base at Cranbourne now.
Yeah, well look, I've got 10 stables at Cranbourne on track. That just gives us another option as far as educating the young horses go. Most of our older horses are here at Denniston Park, and then all the ones that are just getting fit are here as well. So we sort of use Cranbourne as a bit of a rotational base, and it's working really well.
Right, Jace, just a few career highlights now. Obviously one of your, a banner horse at the time, Bell Sprinter, Group 1 Galaxy winner. I think you went overseas to Singapore, and Lucky 9, I think you ran runner-up to there. Cross paths with one of our Group 1 winners in Platelet. He was an exciting horse for the stable.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it was a real highlight to train Bell Sprinter, and as you mentioned, we had a few battles with Platelet along the way, so we always, elbow in the ribs for Darren as we walk past and so on. But look, it's always been, a thrill to get those high level horses, and even going into this spring, we've probably got the best crop of 3-year-olds that we've ever had. We've got really nice filly in Brooklyn Hustle, who ran 5th in a Blue Diamond last year and showed that she's top class. We've got a nice Sebring horse going toward a Derby, and we've got a horse that's a Live Hope going toward a Guineas in Grinsing Alley. So we've got some nice horses coming forward, and very exciting to start to educate the babies as well at the moment. So we're just starting the faster work with them. So it's an exciting time of year going into the spring, and our stable, we've got a lot to look forward to.
When the weather's like this, Jace, out here, makes you get out of bed a bit early when you got the nice horses with it.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the Yarra from where Darren resides, and he spent quite a few years trying to encourage me to come up to Ballarat, and as good a training centre as it is, I'm a bit shy of the cold weather. So we're down here on the peninsula, and it's a beautiful area to live, and it works really well for us.
Just mentioning, Darren, obviously connection with ATB goes a little bit further back than today with the great colt we got here. How'd that all come about? Oh,
look, when I was breaking in and pre-training horses back when I was first training, Darren and Liz would send horses down to me to educate, and then I'd send them back up to Weary once they were sort of ready, and we had a great sort of relationship quite some time ago. So you know, it's worked well in the past, and I can't see why we're not in for a good future.
Just a couple of generic questions. A preference to training a sprinter or a stayer?
Look, I end up with the sprinters, but stayers are where I'd love to be, and you know, winning one of those big staying races is probably a real goal.
Put the question to you, would it be a Melbourne Cup or a Cox Plate that sit proudly on the mantelpiece?
Oh,
Had a choice.
definitely a Melbourne Cup. You know, the race that stops a nation, and look, it's probably a real trainer's race, and sort of certainly be a feather to have in your cap, that's for sure.
We've got a few Dandinos. Obviously, Dandino's Bombora Lodge is not far from here, so hopefully we can get a couple of those into the stable at some stage.
That'd be awesome, and just to get a couple of genuine staying types that we can actually train for the long distance races is a real target, yeah.
Appreciate your time, Jace. I love the setup here, and hopefully that all can roll into a nice association with ATB down the track.
Thanks.